Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Talk Pulse with M and B. I am M.
No, I'm B.
What's going on? Okay, we'll do that again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Talk Pulse.
Oh, wait. Okay,
Yeah, this is what happens when you've been
let's
away
do
from
this. Wait.
your fans.
I know we're so out of practice. Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Hello, everyone.
Okay,
Welcome to Real Talk Pulse with M and B. I am M.
and I'm B.
Wow. Why are you wasting a lot of time to respond? B, what's going on?
Oh no, I said it's. Okay.
All right.
Okay, go,
Do
go,
you want to introduce?
go.
Should I just come in?
No, you go for it. Go for
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Talk Pulse with M and B. I am M.
And I'm B.
And today we are happy to be here. It's been a long time, and I know we haven't really
It's
been
been
coming in.
ages.
It's been ages, yes, and we haven't really been coming in with a lot of content because, oh my goodness, this
I
period has been
know.
so hectic for us. And we would also use this opportunity to let you know that we are cooking up something real big, and we're trying to see how we can be of great impact to the society as well, not just talking about it. But yeah, that's the conversation for the right
Yeah.
time. So all I'm gonna say is
Mm-hmm.
we are so sorry. We apologize for not being proactive for a while.
Sorry.
We're so sorry. And trust me, we've been working on a lot of topics too for you guys. And having said that, we're here now
Mm-hmm.
for you. We're here for you. Yes. And today we'll be talking about my money, my marriage. So, guys, this is what is gonna be happening today. I'll be doing some little interviews. I'll be asking questions, while B, on the other hand, is gonna be answering us, and she's gonna be throwing more light to
I'm
this
always
thing.
answering questions.
Be
We're gonna have to
nice.
start asking
Be
questions.
nice.
Okay.
Be nice. My goodness.
Okay.
You don't have to
I'm
tell
sorry.
everyone. You don't have to make us. Oh my goodness.
You
All
just
right,
like the
guys.
sound of my voice,
Thank
don't
you.
you? You just
Thank
like the
you.
sound of my voice.
Thank you. Thank you for letting them know. Thank you for exposing my secret to them. All right. Yes. Yeah,
I love you.
she has a beautiful voice, guys. Don't blame me. Come on. I can help it. I love you so much. All right. Down to business right now. B, talking about my money, my
Mhm.
marriage. We're talking about couples who have been having a lot of reasons to, have difficulty coming to terms with the fact that your finances should be and should not be divided. Well, I don't know. That's why B is going to be answering this question. So, B, is it okay for a couple to want to have separate funds, or should they have uh, a corporate fund and a wallet, or should I say an account, whereby
Mm.
is this supposed to be separated? That's the question. Are they supposed to have separate
Yeah,
fundings
it's
of
it's
finance?
it's a tricky question because like obviously each married couple has their way of doing things.
Mm,
So I've heard in the two sides, both sides, I should say. I know people that they both working and
mm.
his money's his money and her money's her money and that's it. And they share, but
That
exactly.
mentality, yeah,
But then yeah, and so then you got the other side of the spectrum where there's like kind of a team effort where, they both share an account
yeah,
and out of that account, that both incomes go into that account and then, all bills and things like that go
yeah. Into it.
into that account. And so I think it also just depends on the couple. But my personal, like for us, I think it's not about my money, your money. It's our money.
Our money. That's the word.
Our money.
Mm,
It doesn't matter who's bringing in more,
mm.
who's bringing, it doesn't matter the amount. I believe it has to be our money
Our
because I
money.
mean, we're sharing everything else,
Everything together.
you know.
Everything together.
Yes, exactly. And I think it also it feels like we're both contributing, putting it into,
Our lives.
saying it's our money. It's not something, yeah, our life, our love, our kids, you know, it's always, it should be like that, I think. It should always be ours,
Ours,
we.
not mine, yours. Nah.
Exactly. I mean, we are one. We are one flesh.
You know, because
So,
sorry to cut you short, B. Why I'm asking these questions is because I've heard a lot of couple complain, especially the women, saying, why should I bring up my money to solve problems in my home when my husband is alive? He's the man of the house. He ought to take responsibility. My duty is to cover up in the area of taking care of the children, taking care of our home. I'm like, you're not gonna be offended if I should say that most women can be quite naive when they say these things. I'm not trying to be
yeah.
biased, but I
But that's
believe I believe this is what God called the
yeah.
woman. God called the woman a helpmate. Now, God's not saying that the woman would not do all the job. God is saying a woman needs to understand that in a home she is stronger. That's what I'm getting. In a home, a woman is stronger.
Yeah, and it's teamwork. That's
It's
the
teamwork.
thing.
Yeah.
That
So
I mean,
where the man
it's teamwork.
where the man fails to come in, the woman has to come in. Right?
Yes,
Because
exactly.
we're
And
one.
let's not put it, let's not, because I know we're going to get kind of comments. It's like, well, you know, the man has to be the, yes, there's always going to, the man is always going to be the leader there of the family. He's going to be the umbrella.
Of course.
Before God, you know,
Yes.
we've got God, and then we've got the husband, and then we've got mum and the kids. So don't get me wrong. The father, you're always going to be the leader. You're always going to, but it's still a teamwork. You know, it's still teamwork. So yes, it's true that you say that sometimes, you know, some women say, you know, well, I'm making my own money and it's my money. Well, no, because
we are one.
You're both living in the same house.
We are one.
We are one. We're all living in the same house. We're all eating the same food. So it has to be shared. It has to be that sharing, that team, you know, mentality.
The mentality of sharing. Yes. Okay, now this brings me to the next question. In a position whereby the man wants to provide, of course. Maybe he now I'm not speaking for all men. There are some men who are naturally irresponsible, who don't care about their homes, who don't care about their wives, who don't care about their kids' well-being. That's a different conversation for another topic. But right now, we're talking about men who are responsible, who have the zeal to provide for their homes, who want to make things work for their families, but for some reason or the other, because of life challenges, they fall short. Now, in this case, what do you have to say? Let me get this thing straight. I am not gonna be biased, like I said. I really want to be sure that in this case, when a man is actually trying his best to make things work and things are not working, is it natural for the woman to cover up without also disrespecting the man in the process, like saying you're useless. If I don't provide, you can't provide. If I don't do this, then you know there are women who take advantage of these things and start disrespecting their husbands. So in this,
which
what
is
do you have
terrible.
to say about this? What do you have to say about this?
I completely agree. If there's a couple that she's working and she's earning more, or she's just working and he isn't, I go back to what I was saying before. Our money. It's our money. It doesn't matter how it's coming in. I mean, as a woman, we should never, this is what I believe, we should never, ever disrespect our husbands because they're still the leaders of our family. Now, I think as a woman, if I was in that position, I would be like, baby, it's all good. It's our money. Like, we don't know the circumstances.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know the circumstances why he wouldn't be working. Sometimes we do know the circumstances. It really it can get difficult, you know, especially in how it is these days where it's so hard to look for work. I mean, it's not look for it, but find work.
Yes.
So I think as a woman that I think if I truly love my husband, I will do this.
Exactly.
I will, if I'm working, I'm working, you know.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that I'm going to be disrespecting him
at all.
You know, saying, well, you know, I bring the money in and what are you, useless? You're good for nothing. No,
Exactly. And
no, because I go
these things
back.
are psychological. You end up making your man feel inferior, make your man feel less of himself, and
Exactly.
also push him to the point
Exactly.
of thinking of doing something wrong just to make a living.
Mm,
That's the pressure that comes in marriage.
exactly.
And we have to be these are very delicate cases, You don't bring in your
Mm,
emotions to your marriage, even though, yeah, don't get me
mm,
wrong. When I mean emotions, I'm talking about in the area of, um, you know, emotional outbursts, especially when you say things that you end up regretting as a
mm.
woman, or as a
Yeah.
man. You can't tell your husband, look at you, or your
Yeah.
mates are out there making money or here. Do you know what those people are making? Do you know how they're making their money? What if they are drug dealers? So you're telling your husband to go and become a drug dealer? Or
Yeah,
what if they are
exactly.
ritualists? Are you telling your husband to go and become a ritualist? Are you gonna be okay if your husband should use you or any of your children to make money because you're pressurizing
Mm,
him to make the money? That's a different topic for another day too.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is, let's not let I believe women and men should in marriage find a common ground to make sure that they don't bring in money syndrome or money conflict into their
Mm,
marriage. That would be the beginning
yeah,
of the
definitely.
failure of that marriage. That's what I believe.
Definitely. And I think, I mean, in what we have discussed as a couple, I think we should talk about like how we're doing it at the moment. We have both incomes, and both incomes go to an account, but then we also have our separate
Our
accounts.
separate accounts.
And you, baby, you have your account. And so,
You have yours too.
um, and those, yes, and those, like, for example, out of the money that we get from the main account, I get something for my own self and you get something for your own self. So then
Exactly.
when I want to pamper myself, if I want to cut my hair, I want to get my nails done, blah, blah, I've got my account for
Even
that,
even though my account
you
is still
know?
her account, but she never gives me stress. That's the way it should be. Yeah. I mean, that's the way it should be. We are
Yes,
one, right?
you know,
You come to a resolve.
exactly. And I think that's exactly. And so I think in saying that, if you have this outlay of how account should be, she's never, or in this case, you're never going to complain. Oh, I never get my nails done. Oh, I never get my hair done. But you always getting them done. What about when I want to dress? Well, no, because we've already created something for me and something for you.
Mm,
And so
powerful.
that main account, that's where all the bills are, electricity, mortgage, rent, all the stuff for the kids or whatever. But I think because you came up with this idea, and I absolutely loved it when you told me,
Mm,
and we should have our own accounts just
exactly.
for our little things,
Of course.
if you want to buy yourself clothes, shoes, whatever,
Yeah. But
haircuts,
it does not
so
affect
be it.
the main
I think
account, the
that's
family account. It doesn't. It doesn't affect the family
exactly,
account.
it doesn't affect. And so there's never going to be a point where, oh, we don't have money to pay the electricity bill. Oh, we don't have money for this. Or we don't. Well, no,
No.
because all our money's going into one. It's
One,
just,
we have a
we're taking a little percentage of
for our
our own for
miscellaneous.
our own,
Just
for ourselves.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's working.
And
It's working for
it's
us.
very okay for my wife to come to me and say, baby, can I get $50 from your own account? It's my wife. Of course, I'm gonna give it to her. And it's okay for me to go and ask her, and she'd be like, no, I want to get my shoes. That's her personal money. No problem. As long as we're not joking with the family pause. There's no problem. It's just understanding. I still know I of course I still know how I'm gonna,
Mm.
press her buttons to get that money out. But my point is make sure that your emotions don't play. Your marriage is not based on
Yeah.
your finances. Your marriage should not, your love
Yeah.
life, your relationship should
Exactly.
not be focused on the money. If you want your man to be successful, create a success plan for him. If you want your wife to be
Mm-hmm.
successful, create a success plan for your wife. If there's any way each of us we're falling short or coming short, one has to pick the other one up. It's just as simple as that. Because if you have the mentality that
Exactly.
I'm not doing this for her, I'm not doing this for her, I'm doing this for us mentality.
Us. Exactly.
Whatever I do for her, I
Exactly.
do
And
for
once you
myself.
understand that and have that,
You
exactly.
have
And
no problem
once
in
you have
marriage.
that in your mind,
I
is
hear stories. Sweetie, let me give you this little testimonial. I had a story. I won't mention names, but you might know who I'm talking about. And she was really in a
mm-hmm,
very depressed situation, and she was complaining to us, telling us what her husband does to her. You know, like, how can I be in a marriage with somebody and I don't know his financial status? I don't know his financial state. I can't even explain what my husband does to make money. And then whenever she
Wow.
asks him for money, it's like she's disturbing him. And she's really trying her best to be a good wife. This is why I said I don't want to be biased. Now I'm bringing it down to the men right now.
Yeah.
Men, you have to be very careful on how you treat your wives. Because I was watching a video yesterday on one of the platforms that say a man was talking and he said, you don't know what you're doing to yourself until you get old as a man in marriage. You see, the power the monster you create now will not haunt you now. It will haunt you when you're weak, when you're at your weak point, at your lowest point. You see, you don't want to turn your wife to a monster. What I mean by that is whenever God blesses you with a woman who loves you, who supports you. When you're standing on your feet, don't forget that woman. Don't forget that kindness. And above all, don't have the mentality of it's my money. Always have the mentality of it's our money. Baby, what should we do with this money? Maybe how do we invest this money? Maybe what should we get? I mean, I feel very okay telling my wife, baby, I need to get a new phone. This phone is not good. And she knows that for me to be saying this, maybe probably I don't have the money at that point in time. And if she has the money, she will give it to me. Same way she would want, baby, I need new shoes. I'm like, baby, we have to put our hands into the purse and get some money because it's needed. Baby, I need to get some medical treatments. Baby, we have to put our hands in the purse because it's our family money. That's why the money is there. It's not there for fancy.
Yeah.
So we need to create this mindset that it's ours. You need to create the mindset that your wife is your treasure. First, as a man, create the mindset that your wife is your treasure. Your wife is the pillar that holds your home. If your wife is standing firm, you're standing firm. The same way the same way you're thinking about your wife should also think the same way too. It's a two-way thing. The woman should also know that
100%.
my husband, I know if my husband is in the right place to invest and bless me financially, he will do it without blinking an eye. So therefore, I will not sit back and watch him go down and mock him. I can't mock my husband in the process. Trust me, your home will flourish in many ways. You will never get it right in everything. You might not have it right. You might not get it right in your arguments. You might not get it right in your romantic lives. You might not get it right in your moments of fairy tales and all that. But if you can get this one thing right, the mindset of knowing that everything you do is about us, because you believe that what I'm doing for her is I'm doing for myself. We are one. We are intertwined. You can't separate the both of us. We are inseparable. I promise you, your marriage will be as old as Methuselah. Your marriage will flourish as old as Methuselah in the Bible. Even in your old age, you get so fond of each other that you know that you feel like when one of you is not present, you feel like you're suffocating, you can't breathe. That's what when you hear people say, whenever my man is not close to me, I can't breathe. Whenever my wife is not close to me, I can't breathe. They're not telling you about just the romantic part of it. They're telling you about everything. This woman is my life. This woman is she's the one that covers my nakedness. I'm the one that protects her from danger, mentally, economically, financially. I don't know what in all ramification. I'm there. I'm standing by her side.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Exactly.
So let's.
And the thing is that, sorry, baby.
Yeah, go ahead.
But and the thing is that I think it just comes down to loving each other. I mean, you have to also.
Love is an embodiment of everything.
Going back to when you first met the person, the little butterflies, and you wanted to do everything for him or her. You want to share moments. It's the same thing. You have to remind yourself in your marriage. I want to do things for her. I want to do things for him. I want to do things together.
I want to cut you short there, baby. I want to cut you short there. You know why? Most people now let me tell you why I want to cut you short there, my love. Most people tell you, love fades. At old age, what are we gonna be doing? Yes, I still love her, but we're not old now. We're used to each other. Now, this is what I can tell you. The importance of what we're talking about right now is what makes marriage fun. The ability to plan your life together, not separately. The ability to stay transparent. Let me tell you why it's important. I'm working, my wife is working. I'm planning a vacation once I'm done with my work. My wife is still working. How do I balance the equation? How do I make this whole thing work out for both sides? I've earned enough salary and I'm still on that vacation salary, right? I'm sure they're still going to be paying me a little stipend for my vacation and all that, for example. And my wife is still working her ass out. I can take the picnic to her. We can plan it. We can decide to say, you know what, sweetie, you're gonna tell them you're taking a week off. Don't worry. It's even if you lose money, I can cover up because I need to spend that time with you, for example. You say, what about the kids? That's why we have a joint account, for crying out loud. We have something we set aside for the kids. For even a day or two of our vacation or 1 week of our vacation can never bring us down to the lowest point. It will help us to heal. It will help to reignite the love we have for each other. It will help us to have this communion, to remind ourselves of what we are doing. It's like our motivational boost, to remind ourselves that this is marriage. This is not a contract. Because some people work and lose themselves in their jobs. Some couples work and lose themselves in their jobs. And then when they get home, both parties are tired. Both parties get irritated. They're like, they no longer feel like they feel like they're brothers and sisters in one house. No. That's why you need to rekindle your love. Go out there and remind yourself how we met and why we met.
Yeah, exactly.
At least once every month or twice every month. Once every month is not bad. Once every month, you go on a holiday, and 2 days, 3 days is okay to reignite your love for each other.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's what love is. Love is not about fairy tales. Like my wife would say, love is a fairy tale. I know why she says that, because by God's grace, we have discovered how to make these things work. But I'm talking about people now that hasn't figured out how to make this work. This is the pattern you're going to take. Plan out your life. Make sure you have room for one another. It is the most important thing. Make sure you create room for one another. Private time, moments, beautiful moments that you can spend together and look into each other's eyes and say, wow, so we've come this far. It's been amazing. I'm looking forward to what next, the next line of our lives.
Yeah. Exactly.
At that moment, at that moment, you're forgetting all your arguments, all your misunderstandings, all your conflicts, all your disagreements. You're throwing it out of the window instantly.
Yeah.
Because that's what marriage is. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have ups and downs. But this time to heal helps to reignite the love. So, having said that, do you have any other thing to add to this? Because I think we need to wrap up this episode.
I just wanted to add just quickly. Okay, I just wanted to add quickly. And I was just kind of, while you were talking, thinking about, the vows that we make, and for richer and for poorer.
Not for richer, for richer.
No, because for poorer, that's when the marriage is going to be tested.
Exactly.
Because obviously when you're rich, you don't have to worry about those kind of things, finances, and you can get whatever you want. It's when, the skinny cows, we're going to go. Yes. And that's where it's tested.
Yes.
If you can get through that,
you can get through anything.
You can get through anything else. And with the finances, always make a budget for yourself. Always think, okay, I want to take a holiday. My love was saying, holidays, okay, we're going to put that into the budget. I want to make this, put this much into for 2 days. So it doesn't have to be an extravagant. I mean, obviously, if you guys are both working, earning great money, yes, do it. Take a trip to Europe. Go to, I don't know, your own countries or whatever, go on a cruise, splurge, or, do all those things, but give yourself a budget. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't have to be a lot. It can be like $50 here, $5 there, things like that.
Yes.
But never let finances control your marriage.
Never. Haven't said all this, ladies and gentlemen. This is no joke. This is real talk. And once again, thank you for having us back. You can check us out on YouTube, Real Talk Pulse with M&B on YouTube, Real Talk Pulse with M&B on TikTok, and M&B Live on our WhatsApp channel. We haven't been so proactive, and I get it. We have a lot of questions to answer, but when the time comes, we're going to answer all our questions. But be reminded, don't forget to give a helping hand to someone today. The world is in a perilous time. That's the English, right? Like, I don't know what I'm talking. perilous
Mm.
times, and we have,
Perilous.
yes, thank you very
Perilous
much,
times.
perilous
Yep.
times, and we have to give a helping hand. Please
Mm.
show kindness to
Yeah.
someone today. Show
Mhm.
kindness to someone
Yeah.
today. Help a life, save a life is very important. We're working on a lot of things too to see how we can reach out to the world and at least for now we want to start from a particular place to start helping people who have nobody to help them, empower people who has nobody to help
Mhm.
them. And please, you can also be a voice to great things to come.
Yeah.
Thank you once again. This is Real Talk Pod with M and B. I am M.
And I'm B.
Oh my God. B is taking her time lately to come in. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. And she doesn't want to end this life because she misses everyone. So guys, look out for our next
I
episode
do. I miss
on
everyone. Thank you so
my
much.
yeah, look out for our next episode on my money or my marriage. You have to think about this. My money
Mm.
or my marriage? Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer to have money and destroy your
Yeah.
marriage? Or to have your marriage and still have money? It depends on
Yeah.
how you see
Exactly.
it. God bless you guys once again. I love you
Mm.
guys. From the bottom of our hearts, M and B will bring love to you all. Stay safe. Ciao.